Hi, my name is Bryce Cochran, and in this video, we're going to take a look at an individual by the name of Heidi Rosen. Heidi was very much a influential person throughout her professional career. She first started out at a company called Tea Maker, or Table Maker for short, and then after that, she soon went on to Apple, and after that, she went to be a venture capitalist after her time at Apple. She was a pro at getting people together, pulling resources together to make a difference at where she was for whatever company she was working at that point in time. And another individual at Teammaker said that she was a pro at turning a simple conversation into one that would benefit not only her but others. During her time at Teammaker and Apple, and that time when she went to go do her own consulting, being very much an entrepreneur, she brought very many strengths to the table that would help her and the party that she was with. The strengths that I believe that are most benefit that she was good at was she was very outspoken. She wasn't afraid to tell it like it was when she needed to get something done. Case in point, at Apple, when there was a time when development for the Macintosh was starting to decline and was starting to gravitate more towards PC, she had to branch out and she had to call upon some of her past influences, some of her relationships that she had built in her past. And I believe that that time at Apple was very influential, and you could see that in how it helped not only Heidi but Apple because of the amount of effort that she had put into these past relationships. The strengths that she put into the people, the relationships with them, the time that it took, the money, effort. She always seemed that she went the extra mile. But with that being said, she definitely had a system kind of at work with how she dealt with these relationships, both on the professional side and maybe behind the scenes in life too. Adam Grant really goes into the spectrum where he talks about takers, givers, and matchers. Takers and givers are opposite side of the spectrum. Somewhere in the middle would be the matchers. He goes on to say that most people are matchers in their professional work setting. I believe this to be pretty true, even though the statistics found that you really givers are the kind of black sheep of the spectrum. Statistically speaking, they are at the top and they are at the very bottom. They earn the most money and they own the least money. They are the greatest performers, but yet they are the least performers. I thought that was pretty astounding, honestly. Pretty baffling that they would be at the top and the bottom of the spectrum. But I believe it just goes to show what Adam Grant was talking about was that in this one statement that helping others is really the big difference into why givers are at total opposite ends of the spectrum, being at the top and at the bottom. The ingredient is that the success depends heavily on how we approach our interactions with other people. I believe Heidi's system was pretty much that of what Adam Grant was talking about in his video and his book, Give and Take. There's pretty good similar correlations between Heidi Rosen and Adam Grant and how they approach others and building relationships and investing in those relationships. I believe a lot can be taken from both individuals. Heidi Rosen, case in point, um, just made a good effort at pulling in people to not only help her, but just make a difference in those people at the same time. She was very good at being influential at what she does. I think that if we could take one thing away from what Adam Grant was talking about in his video, would be not to be a doormat, which was on his LinkedIn post. Um, it can be hard at times to not let people walk all over you when trying to be a giver, even though you're trying to do the best and being humble and invest in others. We need to find that kind of status quo between the two. And I think Heidi was really good at that. She went in it, and both sides of the party, she had to see a win-win scenario, but she was very good at delegating to where people didn't feel robbed, but at the same time, she still came off a very humble person. Um, Strategically, she was good at what she did, while being a giver. Thanks for watching this video, and I hope there were some helpful insights and information that you could take away from this. Thanks.